Hello again, everyone. Thanks for joining today's Insights Tech Showcase. Just a quick reminder, we have that Q&A box. So if you have any questions, pop them there and we'll get to them at the end. But now I will hand it on over to Glenn from incling.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. Yes, my name's Glenn. I'm the commercial director here at Inkling. As you've probably guessed from me sitting with the curtains drawn on the light on, I'm based in the UK, but don't let that put you off. We do have team members in America and globally, in fact, so very relevant for the audience today. What I thought we'd do before we kick off, we've got a bit of a video to show you, but first of all, just thought we'd kick off with a small poll. Questions may be a little bit random, but hopefully once you've seen the video, it will all become a bit clearer. So let me just try and launch this 1 minute. Because what we're interested to know really is we can see there's loads and loads of data that communities can make. Also, researchers are being very, very time poor. And what we're seeing is that a number of researchers have said to us, look, I'm making the sample smaller, I'm doing less tasks, or I'm using AI. So what I'm curious really to understand is what are people in this audience, how are we coping with the volume of data we can get from communities, or the amount of information that we can really uncover, how do we distill that down? So I think we've got only one vote. Oh, we've got a few more now. So I think it's pretty similar to what we're seeing from our clients, actually, in terms of that, we're simplifying tasks, we're relying on tools, or we're running communities with fewer people. And what I really hope that you'll see from the video I'm about to show is how our platform really helps simplify the whole research process. You can use the transcription, the translation to take all of that heavy lifting out of the start. We'll show you in terms of our AI summaries, so you're not having to sit through hours and hours of transcripts. It can be summarized, it can pick out the key themes for you. So hopefully as we go through the video, you'll be able to see how our platform really helps you simplify the research process, get the best responses from your participants, and ultimately run better research. What I will do now is I will try and play the video, and then I will be back at the end. There. Hope you all enjoy.
Hi, we're Incling. We run flexible, bespoke online communities that make it easy for people to share their thoughts naturally, anytime and anywhere. Whether you're running a short project with a handful of participants or building a space for ongoing engagement, we give you the tools to do it well, in a way that fits into people's lives, not around them. Beyond the platform, our in-house research team brings over 130 years of combined experience and is ready to support you at every stage. From setup to analysis, we can help with any part of your research process so you can focus on the insights rather than the admin. Because we're researchers ourselves, we've built everything around how research really works in the real world. We understand that both researchers and participants are busy, replying to emails while walking the dog, booking appointments in queues, or scrolling while the kettle boils. If research doesn't fit into those moments, it simply won't work. Research has come a long way from clipboards and paper surveys, slow, clunky, and disconnected from real life. Online communities brought research into people's routines. But today, it's not just about where research happens, it's about when. People participate while making dinner, commuting, or on the school run. Missing those moments means missing the truth. That's why we built our platform, to flex around how people really live, letting them type from the sofa, snap a photo while shopping, or record a quick voice note on the move. Whether it's a single poll or a complex multi-market study, you can ask what you need without making it hard for participants. Because we don't rely on third-party tech, we can evolve our platform quickly based on client needs without any compromise. One of our most powerful new features is voice notes, letting people respond instantly. Whether they're on the school run, unloading the dishwasher, or lying on the sofa, they're faster, more natural, and go deeper than typing. A 3-minute voice note can replace 10 minutes of writing. You also get tone, emotion, and pauses, things that text often misses. And for sensitive topics like money or mental health, voice feels more private than video. There's no extra setup required, Participants just speak and send. The closer you are to the moment, the better the insight. Our platform allows participants to record reactions as they happen. Testing a product, reacting to a display, or deleting an app, eliminating delays and guesswork. It works on any device, phone, tablet, or laptop, so people can take part wherever they are. That means you're not just hearing from confident talkers or desk-bound users, but from everyone. And you're not limited to one method. You can run a task, follow up with a voice note, or add a photo, all in one seamless flow. We've added true response flexibility. Participants can reply however they prefer within one single task. Voice, text, photo, video, or screencast. Instead of forcing a format, we let people choose what works best for them. Maybe they talk through their experience, maybe they film it, or maybe they snap a photo. You get more variety, more honesty, and real-life context captured naturally. Because it's all built into our platform, there's no extra admin for you, just richer, easier to use data. Our platform supports 27 languages with transcription and translation built in, not bolted on. That means someone in Tokyo can reply in Japanese, someone in Sao Paulo in Portuguese, and you'll see their video or voice note transcribed and translated straight into English, instantly. We treat this as essential, not an optional extra or a hidden cost, because if you're asking people to open up, they need to do it in their own language. Whether your project spans one street or 6 countries, you'll get clear, natural feedback with no extra admin, no external translators, and no delays. Natural responses generate more data, which is great, but only if you can keep up. If 100 participants leave 5-minute voice notes, that's 8 hours of audio, or around 70,000 words. That's the length of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone every week. You don't have time to listen to it or read it all. This is where AI steps in. It instantly summarizes, highlights key themes, and pulls out the quotes that matter, so you can focus on the insight, not the admin. We don't build AI features for the sake of it. We build when it makes research better, for you and for your participants. Next on our list, an AI assistant that can help you compare themes across segments or tasks, clearly, quickly, and without the manual workload. That means no spreadsheets, no transcripts, no coding, just fast, focused answers. With Incling, what you see is what you pay. There are no hidden costs, no extra charges for transcription, translation, or additional tasks, and no surprise limits on moderators or observers. Every client gets full access to every task and every response, just like we do. Whether you're managing a global study or a local pilot, you're never going to be told that task isn't part of your package. We also give you a full month before and after your hire period to set up, explore, and download everything you need. Because it's your research, you should always have it. Research should work for people, and for you too. Whether someone types, talks, records, or shares, they do it their way. That means better input and a better experience. Our platform gives you flexible task formats, full mobile access, seamless transcription and translation, and AI that's built for qual, not adapted from somewhere else. If you add that to our straightforward pricing, unlimited access, and a team that works like an extension of yours, you've got a smarter, more inclusive way to run research at scale. When research fits life, everyone benefits. If that sounds like something you'd like to explore, we'd love to show you how it works.
So I hope everyone found that video interesting. If there was any Q&A, we'll be happy to answer them now.
Wonderful. Thank you, Glenn. Just as a reminder, everyone, the email was on the screen if you want to get in touch with Incling, but also you can scroll down and click that Book Time with Me button, or right below that, there's also a downloadable one-pager, so make sure to check out those resources. We'll head into the Q&A portion, and just as a reminder, if you have any questions, you can pop them in that Q&A box and we'll start working our way through them. So to kick things off, Glenn, could you share what countries Incling covers?
Of course. So we cover 27 countries. 27 languages, and we haven't yet really found a country where we're not able to do either in the first or the second language. So we have a truly global coverage. Because our tech team is also in-house and we can make adaptations to our platform as we need, the reason we have 27 languages is because they've all been added in based on client demand. So if there is a language we don't cover, we can easily add that. So at the moment, actually, we're working on a request from the client to add in Tamil, for example. So if there ever is one we're not covering, we can quite easily and quickly add that in.
That's awesome. Really great accessibility. Do you offer recruitment services as well?
We do. So we partner with a number of recruiters. I think the list is actually over 100 of recruiters we work with. And we really select the best ones for the tasks. So, if we need a niche recruit, we can recruit, for example, vets in Germany, or we could go and look for specific teachers of a certain subject in certain American states. And then we can also do those more broader gen rep recruits and things like that. So we have the ability through these trusted partners to be able to recruit those very, very small samples, but also those bigger, broader ones that, for the sort of the more general or broader projects.
Great. Could you share a little bit more about how long it takes to set up a platform or a community?
Of course. The answer is very, very quickly. We can get the community set up in less than 24 hours. So, we've got a lot of clients at the moment who are coming to us and almost saying, look, I've got the participants ready to go. I need the URL tomorrow. We're seeing research is becoming more and more instantaneous in that sense of, I don't want to wait 2 or 3 weeks for the community to be set up. So we do have the ability to, as long as the participants are ready, start almost instantaneously as soon as the request comes in.
That's wonderful. And what type of projects would you say work best on your platform?
I'm going to be broad here and sort of say all of them, but the reasoning for that is our platform's so versatile that you can do anything from sort of CX to UX to quick polls to surveys. I think one of the key benefits of Incling is we don't limit you by your task type, so we're never going to say sorry, you can't upload videos because you've only paid for surveys. And what that does is that really allows the platform to lend itself to any qual study. We're not saying, okay, look, we're only good for uploading videos or we're only good for screencasting. A lot of our clients, for example, will use the platform from end to end. So they might start with a quick poll or discussion board. They will then have their 4 or 5 days of tasks, and then they'll use the build platform functionality for live chats or groups. So they may select a smaller subset of their community and then put those people into groups that can also be run on the platform. And then again, that will also be transcribed, translated if necessary, and a thematic AI summary will be created from all of those as well.
Wonderful. Thank you. It's so great that it's an all-inclusive end-to-end platform. And so kind of speaking on that note, would you be up for sharing what the typical project costs?
Of course. I mean, for anyone who's interested, we can have a conversation afterwards in terms of the more bespoke costing. We cost in three ways. So we cost by the size of the community, we cost by the duration of the community, and then also the services we provide. So right at the bottom end, we do offer purely platform hire. And clients are free, especially agency clients, free to do everything else themselves in terms of the moderation, the onboarding, setting the task guide, and obviously the analysis. Right at the other end, we do have an in-house team of researchers and expert consultants, and they are able to do the full end-to-end for you. So, maybe more if you're a brand client, but that more traditional approach of, taking the research brief, managing the community, moderating, creating the guide, and then delivering the strategic analysis at the end. And everything in the middle is flexible. We've got some clients who say, look, Incling, we'd like you to manage the community, but we want to moderate. We've got others who say, okay, I want to moderate, but you can design the tasks for me. And that can really flex, and also on a project by project basis. So just because we didn't moderate for one community doesn't mean we can't have to do it for the next one, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Another question we have here is, could you please share some examples in layman's terms of themes of types of usages businesses have used it for?
Yep. Again, it's very broad, but what I'll do is I'll talk about some examples of some clients we have. So some of our biggest clients, for example, are online booking platforms, and they use the platform in a number of ways. Is one, getting customer feedback. So what do you think of our website? How can we improve it? What do you they use it for testing potential adverts or creatives. What do you think of this? How could we improve this? They're also using it for a ongoing customer feedback loop. Some of the communities we manage are literally thousands of people, and they've run over a number of years, and that's providing that constant feedback loop to the businesses from actually people who we know are their customers. Using those clients as an example as well, they also have B2B communities, and they will be speaking to maybe more the hotel owners, and again getting feedback on how are the services we're providing to you working. We're thinking of launching a new offer, for example. Is this something that would appeal to you? We also do a lot of product testing, be it in home or people getting products delivered. Sometimes it's maybe only 2 or 3 days if it's maybe testing some food or something, but we do studies over maybe 6 weeks when people may be testing a hoover. Obviously you're not going to ask someone to hoover their house every day, but you've got that flexibility as well in that sense. Does that help answer that question?
Yeah, I think that was great. Thank you. We are kind of coming up on time here, so we can begin to wrap up. But Glenn, thank you so much. And thanks to our attendees for tuning into this session. I know I've said it before, but just a reminder, if you want to reach out, make sure you scroll down, click that book time with me button. Or I know you can also find Glenn on LinkedIn as well. But with that, thanks everyone, and we'll see you over in the next session.
Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.